Hey everyone, welcome back to Reliable Eyewitness. It's our video review series. Up this week we're doing the LS650W. This is a full 1080p camera. It's got the wide dynamic range technology on it. It's got a big glass lens, 6-element glass lens on it. So it's capable of taking really good video. It has motion detection, G-sensor, loop recording. So yeah, it's got good specs, and let's just get right into it and have a look. So do open box right now. There we go, I got the camera. Got the new style mount. Got a long power lead. Audio video plugs. And USB to mini USB cable. Small instruction manual. We'll see how good that is. Looks like it's not bad. Let's get a little bit more in depth on the camera here. So it's the main unit. It's got a approximately 160 degree wide angle lens on it. It's got the T-slot for the mounting bracket, so it's quick release. It has HDMI out. It has a slot for the up to 32 gigabyte micro SD card. Reset button on the bottom. Mini USB power lead and an audio video out plug. This side you got a 2.5-inch screen. You got your power button, record, mode, camera, a mic on or off, and an emergency file button. So it does have quite a few more buttons on the back, so more dedicated buttons, which is nice. And it's a pretty good looking unit. New test rig here set up, so we'll just plug in for power. And we'll power up the device. So this would be just like you have it in your car. And there you go, we're on. So we'll just go through some of the basic settings. So if you go into the mode, right, and then you can use these buttons to go through. It's a little bit different than the other cameras, but gets the same result. So emergency file button is to get into the menus. So here's your options. And we'll just go through it really quick. You guys can see it on screen. So we'll do 1080 and we'll do 720p, 60 frames or 30 frames, and then you can go all the way down to VGA, 640 by 480. Loop recording, you can go off 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Wide dynamic range, you can have that on or off on this camera, which is a little bit different. Most of the time you can only have it on. So we'll keep it on because it does have that feature. Exposure value, you can brighten or darken the picture if you want. Motion detection, it does have motion detection. You can turn that on or off. Record audio, so if you want to have audio on all the time or have it off, you can adjust that there. Date stamp, you can have the date stamped on or off. It does have a GPS feature in the software, but there is actually no GPS outlet. I do G-sensor. So you can have off, low sensitivity, middle, or high sensitivity. So we'll try it on low, see how it goes. And let's see if we got two menus. So this menu button will go once, twice, and you'll get to set up your date and time. Just like that. Auto power off, you can have off 3, 5, or 10 minutes. Let's keep it off. Beep sound, you can have that on or off. Language, you have lots of languages here to choose from. TV mode, if you're in North America it should be NTSC. And frequency should be 60 Hertz for North America as well. and format. You can use this to format your card, which you should be doing that weekly anyway. And you go back to default settings and screensaver. You can have it on or off, and lamp setting on or off. That's just for the light here. And the version of the software is that there. I want to show how to mount the camera. So it's got a T slot on the camera, and it has the mating part on the actual suction mount. So all you'd have to do is slide it in, push it over to one side, and it's in. So this will easily fit just to the right of your rear view mirror. This part will be up and underneath. All you'll see is part of the screen depending on your angle of your window on your car. So you can just, it's best to have a little bit of this showing so you can see what's going on. And this screen will also dim out after a set period of time. So it's a really nice feature. It won't be a distraction, and you're protecting yourself. So for inserting the micro SD card, so you'll want to have your micro SD card. And on this camera model, it actually goes with the terminals. You can see the shiny part on the micro SD facing back towards the camera screen. So I guess it's got a bit of a spring push on it. You can see it sticking up there. And that's it. So you're done. Now we'll add power, and you'll see it'll start up and record right away. And there we go. So you can tell it's recording. It's got the flashing red light there, indicate it's recording. It also has, if you can see, right underneath the record button there's a flashing red light. So say you wanted to adjust something on here, to get into it you'd have to stop recording, so you'd hit the record button. That'll stop recording, then you can get into your menu system as normal. And once you come back out, you record again, and you're back to recording. If you want to shut off the mic, so right here you can see the mic is on. Press that, now the mic's off. And press it again, you have the mic back on. If you want to lock a file, you hit this top emergency button, and it'll bring up an emergency file right there. And that file will be locked from the loop recording. So it's a good little feature to have, and it's a pretty good little camera. For the price, it's doing a really good video. It's got really good nighttime video on it as well. You can definitely run.